Good afternoon. This is the second of the PSI tests, which I'm going to quickly run through. This one is the automobile test by Christopher Markert, 1968. So fairly recent compared to the zombie test. Instruction. Your preference of everyday items such as homes, furniture, clothes, works of art, cars, etc. is quite revealing, probably more than you think. Take 8 cars, for instance. Oh, it's not letting me begin it, actually. Let me go back. Automobile test. There we go, begin. Right. Take the 8 cars below. Select the one you like best. Let's name it X. The one that I like best is... I think number 4. Select the one you like least. Let's name it Y. Least. I think probably that one because it looks unfinished. Looks a bit like a flying saucer, actually. Fill in the blanks in these 10 sentences. I like X because it contains an element of. Okay, so X, like a tradition, an element of tradition. To be specific, X is very unique. I don't like Y because it is too. What did I say about that originally? Flying saucery looking, unfinished. But X seems full of style. X also looks much more finished. No, what are we saying? Defined. I dislike Y partly because it is too. There's not a lot about it, is there? Unfinished. It's too vague. I prefer X because it seems more. I've said defined already. Specific. Y also has the undesirable quality of. I just put in a flying saucer just for fun. X conveys the idea of elegance. But I know there'll be more people who say that X is too square. Probably square. Finish test. Test results. I wish there were more tradition in my life. I hope to be more unique because I've been a bit too unfinished. I'm trying to add some style to my surroundings and possessions and car, as I feel that I ought to develop a more defined attitude. Secretly, I'm still a little too vague. I am trying to appear more specific. I'm slowly overcoming my old flying saucer. The next months will see me trying to put my elegance into my life, though I don't want to go to the other extreme of becoming too square. Revealing? Actually, that is quite good. I like that. Undoubtedly, because cars are an extension of people's personalities, when you want a car, you are not after mere transportation. You want to acquire a new way of life, a new attitude, whatever you feel your life now lacks. I like that one. That's actually really good. And I think that is quite true. I wish I hadn't put flying saucer in there now. That's it. Again, that's on psytests.org, PSY tests.org. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Goodbye. Okay, good afternoon. This is the second test by Christopher Markert. The person is you. This test will show your present state of mind in just 2 clicks from 1968, and it goes hand in hand with the automobile test, which we have literally just done previously. Let's crack on. Of the 8 symbols below, select the one that you like the best and the one that you like the least. A spontaneous choice. The interpretation will reflect your present state of mind, not your character. Interesting. Okay. Select the symbol that you like the best. It could be spontaneous. I'm going to go for that one because my mouse hovered over it. Like the least, it's that one because it's a squiggle. Oh, that was fast. And this says interpretation number 15, order. Wowzers. A load of info there. Let's just have a look at that. You have at present a desire to clarify obscure ideas and conditions and to establish accuracy, honesty, and order. You are ready to speak your mind and refute misconceptions. Even in the most casual matters, you will try to practice orderliness. You may detect in people a desire to exaggerate, to lie. Where the hell does it get this from? Yeah, since you feel a strong need for order now, you may assume that others may be interested in the subject, but most people are not as confused inside as you are now, and their interest in your ideas will be merely theoretical. How bizarre. The people you love will probably encourage your attempts to establish orderly conditions, but at the same time, they will admonish. That's not very well. It's a word that's not used very often now. You to be less rigid or narrow-minded. They sense your tendency to become arrogant and prejudiced, and your hidden confusion. You are now in the process of adding order to your life because you feel that your circumstances are slightly disorganized. Wherever you find disorderly conditions, you will try to correct them. Surely that's the case with everybody, in your environment, your possessions, in other people, and so on. What you're probably less willing to admit is that disorder also exists within yourself. Same for everybody. Some of your old habits and attitudes are rather undisciplined and confused. Same for everybody. It will be necessary to clear the confusion inside before the things around you can find their order. Yeah. Part of your fear of dirt and disorder is caused by your inability to concentrate and your frustrated attempts to bring order into your own affairs. That you are preoccupied with older. The fact that you are preoccupied with older now indicates that you are confused under the surface and confused by this description. But if you keep trying for a few weeks and avoid the other extreme of becoming rigid, the day will come when you no longer seek order because you have cleared up your inner confusion. A disorderly environment won't bother you then because you know what you can handle it. You will know that you can handle it. About your posture, you will notice that your body behaves now in many ways like symbol 7, which you dislike. Yeah, what a squiggle. Therefore, let it behave and move more like the best, like symbol number 4. Oh, interesting. Okay. Straighten your spine, for example. So because I picked the squiggle, that's disorder and chaos, and I want a nice, straight, clean line. While you're preoccupied with order in the coming weeks, you may sometimes fall into the other extreme of rigidity and stiffness. This you can easily correct by bringing back into your daily life qualities you now neglect, such as flexibility. Take time out to occasionally loosen up, to open your mind, let your hair down, drop prejudices. Do this, if you can, in relaxed, informal surroundings by thus loosening and shaking up your present system. You can easily arrive at a final order that is not opposed to your nature. As has been said, the mind ought sometimes to be diverted, that it may return to the better to thinking. Phoedrus. Try to establish an order that is compatible with the order of things. A rigid, unnatural order would only create more chaos. The objective to help things find their own form and to let your own structure develop from within. Wowzers, bizarre. Well, I'm tempted to redo this test and select different ones, but I don't want to do that. So I'd happily recommend other people having an explore on that one. That's it. Again, these are available on psytests.org, and the next one will be your sexual appetite. Thank you very much. Cheers.